Yo guys, this is my low-level money making method guide. In this guide I'll be showing you 5 different ways that you can be making money with little to no requirements. So let's just get straight into it. First one I'm going to be showing you is cleaning herbs. You can make 1 mil to 3 mil on this depending on which herb you clean. There will be a link in the description that will lead you to a Runescape wiki page which will calculate which herbs give you the most profit. And this is what the page looks like. On the left hand side you have all the herbs that you can clean, the level requirement at which you need to clean them, and it also shows how much XP you will get when you clean them. So this is where you'll be able to find out which herbs give the most profit. To do this, just click on where it says profit/loss twice, and it will clearly show you which ones you need to clean to make the most profit. So for this one, each lanternine that you clean, you will be making 529 GP on that. And for the Avanto you'll make 385, and for the Cadantine you'll make 381, and so on. So since we know we can clean about 5,500 to 6,000 an hour, we can easily work out the profit. So we're going to do that right now for the lanternines. 529 times by, let's say 5,750 because it's in the middle of 5.5k and 6k, over 3 mil. That's pretty good. Now let's try again for the Avantos. 385 times 5,750 is over 2 mil. So as you can see, you don't have to be doing the best herb to be making a decent amount of profit. However, you might not be able to do the herb that you want to do all the time since there's a grand exchange limit of 10k on herbs. So once you're finished cleaning the 10k lanternines, for example, just go to the next profitable one, which is Avanto, get 10k of them, clean them all, and if your 4 hours aren't up by then, go on to the next one, buy another 10k, clean them, and then by that time the 4 hours will be up on the most profitable one, so you'll be able to do that again, and so on. Obviously you don't have to buy 10k at a time because these herbs are expensive. For example, if you were to buy 10k lanternines, that will cost you over 50 mil. And if you're watching this guide, I'm guessing you don't have that kind of money, so just buy them as you go. Even if you're buying them in like increments of 100 or whatever, you're still going to be making money on them, so there's no reason to worry about that. Now this is how you clean them. First of all, open up your preset setup menu, click on any that you want and make sure you have a full inventory of herbs out. Click on the save button and then click on confirm. As you can see in mine, I have my preset 2 selected. You can either save yours in preset 1 or 2, it does not matter. And then just start cleaning. As you can see, you clean the herbs extremely quick. This is why you're able to clean so many per hour. So once you've cleaned the whole inventory, click on the bank. Here whichever number you saved the preset to. So for example, I saved mine to preset 2, so I press 2 on my keyboard and it will automatically close the bank. I can then click on a grimy herb, press space, and it will do the whole inventory again. So moving on to my second method, this is making unfinished potions. It's quite similar to my last method, in which we're going to use herbs to make money. However, this method is a lot more AFK, since you're only going to have to make 1,900 to 2,000 potions per hour, and it's going to be more or less the same amount of money per hour. However, it is less herb lore XP. But this is just for the time being, because prices always go up and down, so in the future, cleaning herbs may be way more profitable than making unfinished ones, you never know. So just keep making sure to check the link that I give you down in the description that tells you which herbs give you the most profit, because there is also a calculator that you can use to find out which potions you should make to make the most profit. And I will also put that in the description. I'm not going to go over it however, since it's almost identical to the other one, so you should be able to work it out pretty easily. So for this method you'll need a vial of water and the herb that you chose, and you will also need to make a preset for this, so make sure to do that. Withdraw 14 vials of water and 14 of the herb that you're going to make that preset, and then just make the potions from there. And then once again, when it's time to bank, just hit whatever number you set your preset to and then just carry on making potions. It's as simple as that. Also, the next couple of items that I'm going to show on screen aren't necessary, but they are highly recommended. The first one is the Scroll of Cleansing. This gives you a 12.5% chance you will make a potion twice as fast and a 10% chance of saving an ingredient when adding a herb to an unfinished potion. So for this method we'll only be making use of that first buff, but it could save you a lot of time, and more time means more money. And there is also another item that can save you money, and this is the Portable Well. This gives you 10% more herb lore XP when used, and it also gives you a 5% chance of creating an extra potion. So you could be making a complete new potion out of thin air without using any of your ingredients. So I would highly recommend to use this. You can also use other people's portable wells. I've heard that Bertha Bank World 2 and the Grand Exchange World 16 have people using their portable worlds over there, so go over there if you want to use theirs, or you can join the Friends Chat Portables. I'll put an annotation on the screen so you know how to spell it, and you can just ask where the portable wells are located. So after seeing the last two methods, you probably won't even want to look at this one. It is making bowstrings. Now you can make up to 1,300 bowstrings an hour, and this will give you around 300k an hour, and it will also give you 20k crafting XP an hour. I recommend this to be able to try and afford other ways of making money. So you can do this until you have around 1 mil, and then you can start spending money on things like herbs, so you can be able to do the methods I mentioned before and then make even more money. So if you do this, I recommend to do it in the Lumbridge Castle, as it's the quickest way from the bank to the spinning wheel. You can also make a bank preset for flax, but I mean it's not really necessary. Now another small money making method before I get into my big one is collecting wine of Zamorak. You'll be able to collect between 100 and 115 wines per hour depending on the population of the world. The higher the population, the quicker the wine will spawn. You'll be able to make 1 mil to 1.5 mil an hour, and you'll be getting 5k magic XP an hour as well. To take the wines, you'll need to use the telekinetic grab spell. For this you need 33 magic, so make sure you have that before going. To use the spell you will need 1 air and 1 law rune. It's recommended to use a staff of air with the law runes whilst doing this. And you will need to head to the captured temple, which is north of Falador, shown on the screen now. The wine of Zamorak is located on the table in the temple, as you can see. In the past, if you used the telekinetic grab spell, the monks wouldn't see you taking the wine, but for some reason Jagex decided to remove that and make the monks attack you now. So the monks have a combat level of 46, so if you can't kill level 46s, it's recommended to not use this method, as you could die here whilst taking the wines, and we don't want that happening. But if you are going to use this method, taking the wines is pretty simple. Just use the telekinetic grab spell on the wines whenever it spawns, and kill the monks whenever they attack you. The monks seem to have a pretty long respawn rate, so that shouldn't affect you much. And do not pick up the wine with your hands, otherwise you'll get hit for a lot of damage and your combat stats will go down by 7.5%, so just keep that in mind and do not pick them up with your hands. And finally, moving on to my last method, tanning leather. Now you can tan 28,000 pieces of leather every hour, and this means you'll be able to make between 4 mil and 7 mil GP per hour. Now there aren't any skill requirements to use this method, but it is required for you to use a portable crafter, so go to that Friends chat that I mentioned before, Portables, and find out where they're using the portable crafter when you're doing this method, because you'll need to use it to tan the hides quickly. So once again, there is a calculator showing which hides give you the most profit when you tan them. Once again, I'll leave the link in the description for you to go see. Now once you've found out which hide you want to tan, remember, just like herbs, there is a limit on the amount of hides that you can buy. So if you plan on doing this for a long time, either find friends to buy them for you, or just buy them overnight before you plan on doing them, because remember, you can tan up to 28,000 an hour, and this is way more than the Grand Exchange limit of 10,000, so just bear that in mind. Also, the prices that I put on screen earlier, which were 4 to 7 mil, those are the prices when the economy was quite stable. This was before Invention and the double XP weekend was announced. So those are the prices that you should expect. Right now, as of this date, you can probably make up to 12 mil doing this method by tanning Black Dragon leathers, but that really isn't a realistic all-time price. So expect about 4 to 7 mil on each of the leathers. So getting into the method, when you have found yourself a portable crafter to use, just set yourself up another bank preset and just use the dragon hides on the portable crafter like I have. Then when it's time to bank, press whatever number you use for your preset, and then just continue to do that. As you can tell, this method isn't AFKable at all, which I guess is why you make so much money from it. So if you're looking for a more AFKable method of money making, you can use any of the other methods that I mentioned in this video. Anyways, that is the end of the video. I hope this helped you guys. Please leave a like if it did, because it helps me tremendously. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.